Welcome back. We'll get started on our next campaign here, the Battle for Golgotha. Um, so I did use the editor again on this before we start this campaign, and I haven't started the campaign yet, but I was just reading some of the lore about the Mortar and Troopers here, and apparently they get more training than the average Imperial Guard. Um, They also have better equipment than the standard Imperial Guard. Apparently, their las guns are more advanced, so I ended up giving them an additional shot to help reflect that. They also, because of all their extensive training and combat experience, I gave them an extra 10% for accuracy. And while they're wearing their dress uniforms, apparently it actually is significant armor and has some ballistics protection as well. So they're actually overall have more armor than the standard guardsmen. So I also gave him plus 10 extra, plus 10 armor. Finally, when I was reading about them, it seems like a lot of them carry around these knives, which are actually more like short swords and things. So I also gave them the knife ability for combat attacks that they get into close combat. And then also, apparently, they're extensively drilled on morale and things like that. And because of their discipline and training, they're actually well known for their support weapons and also for using their tanks and other artillery quite effectively. So given that, I increased the amount of shots that they have on the Chimera. It used to have, the multi-laser had 3 shots, I increased it up to 6. And then for the Hellhound, I increased the Inferno Cannon, because I really feel like a flamethrower should have more shots, which would count as hits for this game, so I increased it from 3 to 6. Finally, the las cannons, I just felt like they should have more armor penetration. So before it was only 20%, so I increased that up to 65%, and I increased the attack power up to 85 from 65. So we'll be able to see how that goes, and so we'll see how this works on. Those were the only real changes I made to this campaign using the editor. So we'll get started here. So the battle for Golgatha. It has taken Commissar Yark 34 years to track down Golgatha, the beast of Armaggedon. His location is on the orc-infested world of Golgotha. Take command of a company of Mortar and Iron Guard infantry and join Yark in his quest to destroy the orc menace once and for all. So we'll be playing on very hard difficulty with the Fog of War enabled and the undo button clicked in case we accidentally click and move a trooper. So let's get started. And we don't need a name. Colonel Helm, prepare your men. After 34 years, we have the beast of Armageddon in our clutches. Golgatha will not escape me this time. Helm, I'm charging you with the advanced landing force. You need to secure the drop site, a mountain plateau known as Huldron, although the orc filth will have called it something else. Once the plateau is scoured of Xenos, it will be a highly defensible location for an operational base on Golgotha's surface. While I marshal the greater forces of the Astra Militarum on the Devourer dropships for planetfall, I expect you to prepare the Hadron Plateau in the south, purge it of the orcs, and be quick, for I don't want to give Thraka any margin for advantage. Do not disappoint me, Colonel. You heard the Commissar, Commander. Let's get to it. So I'll be interested to see if I have access to all Imperial Guards units or just the basics. You must reduce the orc threat by capturing at least one of the orc camps by the end of turn 15. You must hold control of your landing sites at the end of the mission. Both of your landing sites at the end of the mission. You, the company commander, must survive, and you must not lose more than 4 of your units. Okay, so that's kind of a whole bunch of stuff here. So we got some Steel Legion. Got the infantry, and we got Sentinels. So really not a whole lot. Company commander. Okay. Alright, well, yes. None of this stuff is actually covered. It's great. slow on the uptake there. Okay. Everything? Alright, let's try this. Oh, that's not a tip. 2, 3 probably. Okay, I think if I put you here, stop anyone else dying. Fortunately, the only thing I gotta care about right now. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this again. This is a stupid level. Suck it. Give me as much points as I can get. Wow, that was a very difficult level because you have such soft. I think probably coming. Well, that harder. But you can't actually. I had to do this like 6 times. The flame cannons here, the hellhounds, they can't actually climb up this hill here. So other than just shooting with a bolter, they can't do a whole lot. So bringing them down here to bog down these guys because the shooter boys won't attack them. And then keeping all your squishy troops available and alive down there. I am impressed, Colonel Helm. I am impressed, Colonel Helm. You have secured the site, and I am informed Hadron Base is already operational. I like efficiency, Colonel. It is a trait often lacking in our organization, especially when bureaucrats from the Adeptus Terra become involved. Thank you, Commissar. The logistical operation is at hand. More forces arrive from orbit every hour, but this, and my earlier operation, have not gone unnoticed by the orcs. We are already receiving reports that they gather on the north of the plateau, no doubt massing for an attack. Then deal with it, Colonel. As I said, efficiently is key. I think it's supposed to be efficiency is key. What sets us apart from fog-minded diplomats and it's what sets us apart from fog-minded diplomats and administrators. Take the attack to the orcs before they can strike and clear the Hadron Plateau once and for all. At once, Commissar. Commander, ready the men. Hold at all victory locations by turn 20. Company commander must survive. Additional units are there. Alright. So, hold all victory. Oh yeah. Hope I don't need to go up there. But I might have to. Not sure. Save it here. Thank you for watching. This is by far one of the more difficult campaigns so far. Likely because the troops suck so bad. Thank you for watching and have a good day. I'll put videos out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll continue this campaign.